Okay, for some reason OBS went to default mic again, but anyway, hello everyone. Today we'll be doing our final X and Y stream for a while, thank God. Today we'll be doing two Pokemon, Machamp and the Eternal Flower Floette, aka AZ's Floette. The reason I'm doing both is because, one, Machamp is a member-suggested run by John Calibros, so I'll be playing it, and then I'll be all caught up on the member runs. And second, I want to play AZ's Floette because technically AZ's Floette was first introduced in Gen 6. It's a fully programmed Pokemon in the game, but they never released an event for it. So it's a little unfortunate. We had to wait until all the way to Legend ZA to finally get this Pokemon legitimately. But in Gen 6 and Gen 7, I don't think Gen 8, it does exist in the code. So we'll be playing it, because I'm really curious. The only difference between Eternal Flower Floette and a regular Floette, well, one, AZ's Floette cannot use the Eviolite. Second of all, it has better stats. It has actually one base stat better than Florges, fun fact. And third, it gets Light of Ruin at level 50. I do AZ's Floette first due to having notes. I'm doing Machamp first because it's the member's suggested solo run. I want to do the member run first, just because I feel like it's more respectful to do the member run first before my own run. Don't worry, I still have your notes. But yeah, I think this run's going to be very similar to Chestnut, but if we look at the tier list, ignore that. Chestnut actually had a bunch of problems. One of the biggest problems going for it was a bad starting set and being weak to fire, 4 times weak to flying. It was just rough all around. But the one advantage Machamp has, I look at its level up set. We're going to start with Low Kick, Leer, Focus Energy, and Karate Chop. A 50 power Karate Chop. And with how crits work in Generation 6, I know this is how it works in Gen 7. I'm assuming Gen 6 is the same unless they changed it again. But if I believe that Focus Energy with a high crit move is a guaranteed crit. Only with Karate Chop. Eel will have to verify if I'm correct or not. I know in Gen 7 that's true. Because Focus Energy adds +2 to your crit score, and a high crit move is also +2. So +4 is guaranteed. Okay, so I was correct. Okay. And Scope Lens is +1. So a Scope Lens with a high crit move is only +3 out of +4, so it's a 50-50 chance of critting. The Scope Lens in general will make any move a 12.5% chance to crit. And Focus Energy with another like random move is like 25% chance, I think. Yeah, 25% chance. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and get started? I think this run will be mostly straightforward, but there will be some problems we run into. Such as, for example, our speed isn't that great, so I'm actually going to be running the Jolly Nature today. I was torn between Guts and No Guard. I ended up going with Guts because most of the moves we're going to use are very, very accurate, and unfortunately, I think No Guard would help the opponent more than me. Hey, John. Yeah, sadly, Scope Lens won't be available. In order to get the Scope Lens and the Zoom Lens, it's in the Shutterbug Cafe in Lumio City. You have to take at least 15 or 30 photo shoots at the photo place. I haven't done that place since I was a kid. But the Wide Lens only requires you to take 1 picture. So theoretically, there could be a run where it might be worth getting the Wide Lens. But honestly, I think it would only be worth it if I'm spamming Charge Beam the entire run. If that's the case, then it might be worth getting because you only have to take 1 photo. But anyway, we'll be running Guts, Hidden Power Dark, so perfect stats, and Jolly Nature. Also, I found out how in PK Hex I could change my player's starting outfit. What I had to do was I had to give myself all the outfit choices, make a second save file, go into a changing room, and just try different stuff, then looked at what all the clothing items were called, and then transferred it to the other game. Unfortunately, I could not do the same for Pokemon Moon, because I guess it's not available to edit. I could give myself all the clothing, but I can't like preset the clothes, which is unfortunate. So at least in X and Y, we'll do these final 2 runs in style. I also changed it from long hair to ponytail, just to change it up a bit. But anyway, why don't we go ahead and get started? Let's see, do we need... I think we might need Substitute, because I know Axew suggested we might need it. I'm not running off of any notes. So let's go ahead and get Substitute. I believe Substitute is a nighttime TM. Let me double check. Oh, it even says in Solo Decks, 8 p.m. to 3:59 a.m. Okay, I'm going to need to set my clock to 8 p.m. PM. Now let me just make sure it's correct. 8 p.m. Okay. Machamp is your favorite? Oh, nice. Yeah, Black Metal. I don't think you've done a member-suggested run in a while, but you'll probably have to wait until probably the end of the Oras runs. But that'll give you plenty of time to think. Anyway, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. No problem, I'll wait. You know, I really need to keep a spreadsheet on the last time I do member-suggested solo runs for each member. John, did I spell your name wrong? No? John? No, I spelled it right. Good thing this mon is the medium slow group. Yeah, I often forget that. A lot of the... I think all the Gen 1 trade evolutions are medium slow. I wonder if they did that, so... Like, you know how if you do a trade and you don't have enough badges, they won't obey you? I wonder if they made them medium slow to punish people for evolving their Pokemon too early. Because you would trade yourself a Golem at, like, level 18 or so. And then you'd level up too quickly and it won't obey you. I think Game Freak knew medium slow was the best in the early game, so they did it intentionally. But yeah, after looking through a bunch of the outfits, I went with the pink white dress and the purple hat. With a black feather on it. I think the colors contrast together nicely. I'm not even sure where these outfits originate from. They're probably from that Lumio City apparel store, the one where you have to get a high-ranking Duke or Duchess title in order to shop there. So I know if once you do eventually get in there, the clothes are like $200,000 a piece. Who had friends? Or I'm sorry, a second console. I'm actually going to fight people here. I've been starting to try and skip these trainers, but I think since Viola is going to be pretty difficult, I will fight them. Eelstar Tiga actually mentioned this in the Discord, but he thinks there's an argument saying Viola is the second hardest gym leader, with obviously the hardest one being Grant. And I am starting to agree to that, because there are surprisingly a high number of Pokemon that do not get good moves for the Vivian in the early game. An Infestation doing chip damage early on can actually be kind of a threat. Like, looking at my set, I don't get a new move till Low Sweep at level 13. I guess what I could do is focus energy on the Surskit and just spam Karate Chop. But the problem is, the Vivian 4 times resists it. Will Machamp be able to punch Floette's Eternal Flower Power, or is it going to get sent to the moon? I have a better one. Will Machamp be able to punch Floette's eternal flower, or will it get sent to space by the hyper rogue Angie Floette? Bit of a long name for it, but low sweep. Okay, I've been told by Eel that I need to keep low kick because he said that low kick will effectively be our only way of KOing Karina's Machoke. Because the problem with Karina, she will send out Hawlucha second, and if Hawlucha comes out second, it's most likely going to hit us with a flying press, doing so much damage, and if we can't one-shot the Machoke, it'll just kill us with whatever's left. I enjoy X and Y as a Gen 1 player. Oh really? What is it about X and Y you enjoy? I mean, I enjoy the X and Y solo runs too, but I do like going back and forth between the other games. But I will say, though, glancing at how well my play has changed when I attempted to re-rank these guys, starting with Chestnut, when I did the Kalos starters for the first time, doing that run, and then the other Kalos starters up into the re-ranks, my skill has improved a lot. Like, quite a lot. I think it's at the point now where I could stop playing X and Y for 3 months, and I could still have, like, 95% of the skill. Getting the Gen 1 starters, of course you'd say that. Oh my god, that's how much Karate Chop does with a crit. Okay, thankfully, I think she used her super potion on the Surskit, so we're good. But yeah, there's definitely an argument for Viola being the second hardest. It mainly just depends on what your moves are. I deleted my old channel. Dude, I don't believe you. Because you're literally still modded. If you deleted your old YouTube channel, you would not be a mod anymore. Your previous Discord got hacked. Dude, why do so many people get their Discord accounts hacked? Don't click on those free Nitro links, people. So, are you not able to name yourself Dominic? You're supposed to fight someone, then deactivate it. Hey, I'm trying to learn, okay? I should have healed. Whoops. Well, I guess on the bright side, you're not required to win this fight. But I would have preferred the XP. Whoops. Can't you, like, add an underscore and a few more characters at the end? Not for 13 more days? Okay. Alright, should I get Bulldoze? Yes, I should. Is that a custom outfit? Oh yeah, I went into PK Hex and I edited the starting outfit. Unfortunately, I could not do it in Sun and Moon because PK Hex doesn't allow me. I could give myself all of the outfits, but I can't, like, preset the outfits, if you know what I mean. Alright, well, I'm still gonna call you Dominic, and, I'm sure everyone else will still call you that, but yeah, nickname yourself Dominic to not confuse people. But also, through this chat, if that's just going to be your new name, from now on, like, if someone spells the word Dominic incorrectly, please don't make a big deal out of it, okay? Oh. Okay, I should probably skip that guy. Whoops. He's good I think I'll skip the focus energy. You can also use PK Hex to edit, like, your trainer data. Hey, Robert. Hey, Robert, I don't think I ever gave you... Have you ever gotten a solo run request from me yet? Ever since you became a member? I know you haven't been a member for very long. I think as soon as this stream is over, I'm gonna make a spreadsheet of all my YouTube members and the last time they've received solo run requests. Dang, I wish Venipede, or I wish it was Walrein. Oh, okay. Well, Black Metal, thank you for the $2, man. In X. Yeah, I remember that. It was how I could make an Ultrasun Ultraman file for speeding the team run, editing the player data. Well, I remember in the Ultra games through PK Hex, when I was adding my teams, apparently changing the player's like the skin tone or the gender, doing that actually caused the game to crash because the model wouldn't load properly. So whenever I did those runs, I had to play as a blonde guy. That's fine, I don't do those team runs anymore. The problem was they got repetitive after a while. Dominic, the Discord invite link is in the description of every single video and stream on my channel. Just go there. The Conquest run soon? Yes. This is the last X and Y stream I'll do for a while. The next time I do a stream will be me relearning the Pokemon Conquest speedrun route. What's wrong with blonde and blue eyes? You know, there was a particular somebody in history who loved the blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, that person may have called them, like, the perfect race or something. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm of the... I don't know, I'm just not a huge blonde person. Yet I'm playing with the Serena with blonde hair. But to be fair, it's the default first option. It's the only reason I do it. Like, from left to right, it's blonde, brunette, then black. Like, I just did the left option just because it's the quickest. Uh-oh. Should have equipped the coin. Whoops. I love blonde hair on women. I'm more attracted to brown hair. How much XP do you get? 450. Not bad. Meanwhile, I'm black hair. I don't mind black either. Alright, should I get the cherry berry? Nah, we're gonna one-shot the Amora. What are my thoughts on red hair? I remember that whole South Park episode on redheads. Thoughts on red. I never really thought different to it. Now there's a Piplup ball on top of the Ammonite shell. Yeah, I got that Piplup like a year or so ago. Don't you need Foresight? Nah, we got Bulldoze. I got Bulldoze at the store. Oh, I should teach it right now, actually. How do I give myself a nickname? I'm not 100% sure. Alright, I have to keep low kick, so I think I'm going to delete low sweep. Drifloon. Yeah, there is Drifloon, but I don't think any of the trainers on this route have a Drifloon. I think at one point I used to think someone had it, but I think it's just because Drifloon appear in the wild. But I'm trying to think, like, where's the first mandatory ghost type? I think it's the Golett in Reflection Cave. Can I learn Thunder Punch? Nope. Not through any conventional means, at least. I think of myself like Machamp. Oh my god, John. I think it's just because the punches are egg moves. Can anyone think if there is any mandatory... Is there a mandatory Drifloon before the second gym? Like, think of, like, this cave coming up, or, like, the beach route heading up toward Grant. I think the first mandatory Drifloon is in the route after Grant, but we learn Rock Tomb. I can just teach Rock Tomb. Yeah, I like the Dex Nav. I do weights and training. I lift very heavy. I know you can't tell. I used to, like, work out with my friend like, about once or twice a week, but I've been lazy on that lately. I think it's just because, like, I weigh, like, I'm very overweight right now. And something I'm trying to do is I want to try and get my weight back down first before I continue the workout sessions so that they're easier on me. And I already get a decent workout at my job anyway because I'm on my feet all the time. Lifting a lot of stuff. So me going to his place was more like extra workouts. Black Metal, please don't. The Sky Trainer. Oh my god, not the Sky Trainer. I'm only 198 pounds. Yeah, that's light. I'm not going to give my exact weight, but I will tell you what my goal weight is. That should give you an idea. My goal weight is under 240. That should give you an idea how overweight I am. But it doesn't mean I'm weak either. I'm a pretty decently strong person. It's just I have to carry around a lot of body weight, which definitely does affect me. I mean, I've been taking a diet pill for the last like 4 weeks or so. I'm about to upgrade to a bigger dosage. Because right now I'm on a pretty small dosage, just so I can get used to it. And then I'll upgrade to a bigger dosage, where I should start seeing better results. Hey, not injections, that's for sure. I know someone at work is on the Ozempic shot, but only people with type 2 diabetes can get a prescription for that stuff. And I know that stuff is, like, very extreme. But no, the only reason I went on a pill is because I'm basically desperate at this point. I literally cannot control my cravings on my own. I've tried so hard. So I just need, like, assistance in it, you know? Yeah, unfortunately, my insurance does not cover it because it's not viewed as medically necessary. So I'm paying for the monthly supply out of pocket, which right now is like $150. But eventually, once I upgrade to the biggest dosage they have, which should be the month after, it'll be up to $300. But I know my dad's been on it for like 4 months or so, and he has seen incredibly good results. He's down like almost 20 pounds. I mean, I have a decent sized savings as well, so I think to help avoid like health complications in the future, because I know my uncle on my mom's side has type 2 diabetes, because he's about the same height as me, and he used to be in the mid 300s. I don't want to get there. My goal is to get my weight to a more manageable position, then I can resume the workouts. Okay, I am definitely skipping Solrock Lunatone, lady. You know, theoretically, I could have just done the focus energy on the Amora and got Guts. But if I'm ever going to use Guts, it's going to be based on Poison. Do we learn Aerial Ace? We do not. Okay. We don't learn any flying coverage. Okay, so before I continue on with this route, I'm going to teach Rock Tomb for ghost coverage. Okay, I'm gonna keep Focus Energy and Karate Chop. So I think instead of Bulldoze, I'm gonna have Rock Tomb. The reason I want to keep Focus Energy is because it's my only setup move until I get Bulk Up. And you may be wondering, where is Bulk Up? Well, ooh, Guts, nice. Well, if you must know, it's in Snowbell City, the place where the 8th gym is. I have to wait a very long time to get Bulk Up. And Focus Energy with Karate Chop is a guaranteed crit, which effectively doubles the power of Karate Chop. Well, I may as well keep Poison for a while. Only thing you're catching is a Little Debbie's. Damn. Fighting in Rock is better coverage anyway. Yeah, especially for these Golbats. Hey, we get to hear the Hyper Rogue Angie Floette theme, and we're not even playing Floette yet. You know, regular Poison with Leftovers and Guts is going to be a pretty decent combo. Yeah, Guts boosts all my physical moves by 50%. Or no, not 50%. I think it's double. No, I'm pretty sure it's 50%. You may be wondering where Facade is. I did not mean to heal that. Oh, well. I don't know where Facade is. Hey, Eel, do you know where Facade is? Denda Milltown. Okay, thank you. Honestly, I don't think Facade is going to be as useful in this game because in the late game, normal moves really aren't that great. Mainly because one of the Elite Four members is a Steel-type specialist. Maybe if I was playing Raticate and I had Stab Facade, then it'd be worth it. Okay, I'm gonna skip that perk. I'm gonna skip Hedvig. No, Guts actually does get boosted by Sleep. The only way to see it is by using the move Snore or Sleep Talk. Freeze, obviously not, because you literally can't attack. Also, Focus Energy and Karate Chop essentially ignores Charm. Wouldn't it make sense to not heal Poison? It would, but the problem is this cave is full of very tough trainers. So I would actually prefer to be as high health as possible. Did I not use a repel this whole time? Okay, yeah, this is the one fight I would want to use Bulldoze. I'd rather use Metronome. Yeah, same. Well, I mean, Sleep Talk isn't a gambling move either. It's just the reason using, what's it called? The reason using Sleep Talk is not that great is because in Generation 2, if Sleep Talk made you use Rest, it actually fully healed your HP, and it did not reset the sleep turns. They actually fixed that starting Gen 3, and it's not really that good anymore. Oh, fun fact about Metronome. In X and Y, Light of Ruin can actually be called by Metronome. And also, inside of one of the cafes in Lumio City, you have to fight a bunch of trainers while you wait for your food. A dish can be named after a move. There is a 1 out of however many moves are in X and Y chance that you could see a dish named after Light of Ruin. As soon as I beat Karina, I am getting rid of low kick for return. So, Eel, what do you think is the suggested plan for Karina? Vital Throw. No. It never misses, but it makes you move last. We need Return over Rock Tomb. Yeah, you're probably right, at least for this gym. You know when you get off that first ramp? As soon as you immediately pause, you have access to one of the trainers that goes around the whole thing. Dude, return makes no difference here. I guess unless something I could do is just don't even bother going for focus energy. Oh my god. Dude, I hate this gym. Let me try just no setup at all. Use low kick on the Machamp. Okay. Turn is pointless. Well, the one advantage of return is it's better than Karate Chop if I'm not using focus energy. Because return is allowing me to skip focus energy setup. Oh my god. Will Flamethrower help against Wolfric? No. Our special attack's garbage, and his Pokemon have great special defense. Alright, so I think what I need to do here is still worth any setup. I think I'm going to avoid setup on this first fight. One shot. Return. What's the speed on that Hawlucha? Pause. $87. Yeah, I'm not outspeeding that thing. Okay, so I think I need to use a Quick Claw. Well, no, he has Cryogonal and Abomasnow, which have great special defense. Why'd I go back into the fight? Okay. Quick Claw. Good thing Citrus Berry? I think, yeah, let's try Citrus Berry. That might actually be better than Quick Claw. But the question is, would it let me survive 2 of those moves? Flying Press. I could use Fake Out as well to block that. Or I could use Protect to block that Fake Out. Wow, barely. Okay, apparently it did not kill, but I think that Machamp missed whatever it was going to use. Also, OBS froze again. Nice. It's actually been several days since that last happened. Alright, yeah, now we're done with low kick. Oh, power-up punch. I think power-up punch is going to be better than karate chop. I'm just going to keep focus energy for the lulz. And then I'm going to teach low... You know what? I think fuck focus energy. I'm teaching Rock Tomb. Like, I think focus energy is a trap in this. I think it's going to be more important for Machamp to have power-up punch with coverage. Okay, wow, her Lucario actually crit me. You know what? That's actually fastest. That way I didn't have to attack. Well, the problem is, Return outclasses Strength extraordinarily quickly. I mean, during the early sections where it doesn't, you have to face a Rock Gym. Yeah, I don't like how that streamer bot thing works. It wasn't what I thought it was. Yeah, you just have to Mega Evolve. You don't have to beat her, you just have to have Mega Evolved. That's pretty much it. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna get a track just in case. Well, the only streaming bots I'm interested in are ones that can, like, add channel points to YouTube. That's the only ones, those are the only ones I'm interested in. It's going to be annoying having to have Power Up Punch be my main setup move, though. Hey guys, should I learn Submission? Oh yeah, Scott doing Nose Pass and Probo Pass. At least he doesn't have to wait that long because Nose Pass evolves into Probo Pass at Mount Coronet, so he only has to do the first 2 gyms. It's not the worst thing in the world. Egg. I know Eel's probably typing right now, "Hey stupid, equip the egg." No, he deleted the best fighting move. I already did delete the best fighting move. I deleted low kick quite a bit ago. I think something that makes Scott's Gen 4 runs pretty interesting is For some... Ooh. Okay, I'm going to try and keep this. Too bad having no guard. Not having no guard. John, I literally beat Karina because her Machoke missed Karate Chop. It was either using Karate Chop or Rock Tomb. It missed on me. That was the only way I won. Like, John. Yeah, it would make Dynamic Punch great, but I don't get Dynamic Punch to level 53. And besides, it only has 5 PP. No guard would just help the opponent for me. It would not be great. I think Guts is far better than No Guard for Machamp, at least in a solo run. For competitive, definitely go No Guard. Uh-oh. Can I Ah, damn it. Bulldoze. Okay, I think what I should do is probably power-up punch right away. Actually, no, low sweep with stab is better than return. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Rock Tomb. And then low sweep. Oh. Alright, I think I need to use leftovers for this fight. Because leftovers will help cancel some of the poison damage. So I'm essentially losing a net 5 HP every turn. Dude, I'm speed tied with that Go-Goat at -1. There we go. Yeah, if only it could learn acrobatics. Yeah, I don't want to have poison for the Team Flare section, so I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, you know what, guys? I just thought of this. Black Sludge. If a non-poison type holds this, they get poisoned. Muscle Band being post-game makes no sense. Muscle Band's a bad held item anyway. Yeah, I literally feel genius for that. I didn't even think of it until I passed it, because I was thinking of poison. Alright, I should re-equip the Lucky Egg, though. But the problem is with Black Sludge is I would have to hold it for just one battle just to give myself guts. But I think since Team Flare Grunts have predominantly dark types and normal types, it'll actually be better just to keep Lucky Egg for this and just use Power-Up Punch. I forgot Black Sludge is a thing. I mean, Black Sludge is actually better than Leftovers, specifically on poison types. Like, I think Black Sludge heals an 8th. Black Sludge doesn't poison you? Oh. So it just does damage? I swore the Black Sludge poisoned you. Never mind then. I thought I felt really smart for thinking about that. Alright, so returns at 102 power compared to super effective Rock Tomb being 120. Okay, yeah, so Rock Tomb is better on the Golbats. Okay. What would it be as a custom ability for Machamp, Mega Machamp? I think Iron Fist or No Guard, or keep No Guard. I think No Guard is just very valuable. I'd probably go Iron Fist, though. Is there no Flame Orb or Toxic Orb? Eel. This is a... I need some help here. My guess is no. Uh-oh, I just got hit with Swagger. I don't remember where my last save was in here, but I haven't saved in quite a while, so I'm gonna need to just black out. Oh, interesting. This Scraggy does not have No Guard. Or not No Guard. It doesn't have Moxie. Yeah, I don't think I saved once in there, so yeah, just take the blackout. I still hate this route. They're mansion exclusive items. Do you mean the battle? I'm assuming you mean the battle Mason. Or the... Do you mean the battle Mason or the battle... Yeah, the battle Mason. Yeah, that's a shame. So post-game. Black Metal, thanks again for the $2. You're awesome. Smoke acts as a bug repellent. Yep. I think, yeah, the Battle Mason is essentially this game's Battle Tower. I have to go. I'll watch in the background. Okay. See you later, John. Yeah, Machamp is definitely making good pace, but the question is, like, where will we be once we hit an hour on the clock? Dang, Black Metal, you're crazy. Yeah, seriously though, Black Metal, thanks a lot. Art scale, not like that'd be useful. Unless I want wide guard. Max Ether, I'll definitely take those. Huh. I swore I pressed up, but it made me go in the center. Alright, I don't... Should we fight the trainers here? I think we should, because we have speed problems. Hey, Eel, what's the speed of Clemency Emolga? I know the Emolga's the fastest thing on his team, but I can't remember what it is. $84. Okay, so yeah, we do need this training. If I had just went straight there, the Machamp would probably be at like 84 speed. 84. So yep, if I had done only the mandatory trainers, I would have speed tied. Slow sweep. What's slow sweep with stab? I think that's like 97. Yeah, I think low sweep with stab is about 97. So return is slightly better. Alright, Black Metal Monk, could you please stop doing that? Uh-oh, I'm confused. Okay, we're good. 87, or 87, or 86. 86 speed perfectly. I just leveled up. Yeah, the trainers on the 2nd floor and the 5th floor are all terrible trainers. Do not fight them. Alright, so I do want to use Power Up Punch, because I think a Volga most likely will Volt Switch. But if it activates Static... Actually, Static wouldn't be that big of a deal, because it would activate Guts. Being Dominic. Yeah, you fight in this gym, you'd want to fight the Rising Stars and the Ace Trainers. Hey, Shadow. Shadow, what do you think of the new X and Y outfit? Alright, gonna get myself the protein and the expert belt. It's cute, lol. Yeah, I don't know where a lot of it would not surprise me if some of these outfits originated from that place in Lumio City where you have to have like the Grand Duke or Grand Duchess rank and they're like $1 million per suit or something. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh my god, Black Metal. You just gotta sprinkle it all in, you know? Your Wi-Fi's having a major outage. I don't know when it'll come back on. Chances probably tomorrow, but we don't know for certain. Dang, sorry to hear that, Shadow. I'm amazed I'm still connected as well. National flooding and such. I mean, doesn't Chile have a ton of mountains? Like most of the country's borders is just the what's it called? What's the mountain range called? The Angie Mountains? No. I don't remember the mountains that Machu Picchu's on. Okay, so I'm going to want 3 speed, 3 protein, the Andes Mountains. Yeah, that's it. All right, and I think get some HP ups to help with bulk, because Machamp definitely has a bulk problem. Oh my god, Black Metal. You know, Black Metal, the amount of donations you just made alone would be the equivalent of one stream's ad revenue from like an average duration of like 500 viewers. Alright guys, Valerie, a fairy-type gym leader. We're weak to fairy moves, right? Surely this will be hard. Oh my god, guys, that was so hard. I know Black Metal hasn't suggested some in a while, but I told him he's gonna have to wait until the Oras runs. Because after I'm done with Conquest, I want to do the Oras, I want to do the re-ranks before I do members runs. But Oras is going to be a way quicker game, because I'm not going to be doing the Delta episode anymore. I just hope with how much I've been doing X version, then eventually Oras, I hope I don't get rusty at the other games. I don't think I will. Monk, can you... Dominic, can you at least try to stay on topic for the streams, please? Oh, my, the wife doesn't notice. What would she be more upset at? You donating to a person with 10 concurrent viewers on YouTube? Or a Porygon site? Which Lysander fight will be the hardest? From what I've noticed, usually on average, the hardest Lysander fight's actually the second one. Because in the third one, he saves Gyarados for last, so Intimidate's barely a threat. And obviously in the first one, he uses a Mienfoo and a Murkrow instead of their finals. But in the second fight, not only they're all fully evolved, but he could send out Gyarados second depending on what you're using. So Intimidate could be a problem. So I think the second one... I wanted to do the Delta episode in those Oras runs, but what made me not want to do it anymore is essentially, it just adds so much to the run times. And the fights that you do aren't even interesting, because the top two interesting fights in the Delta episode are the battle with Wallace that uses his champion team from Emerald, and the Zinnia fight. But the problem is, the Zinnia fight is an absolute joke. And the Emerald Wallace fight, it's also kind of a joke. Like, they're just... It's just not worth the extra 15 minutes of dialogue just to do those two easy fights. It's just not worth it. Well, sadly for you, Black Metal, I don't think he's going to be really doing those anymore. I mean, I really do want to do another Archipelago stream. Do we have Thief? I do not have Thief. What do you think I should use it for? Oh, that's annoying. Uh-oh. Yeah, this would be what I use Thief on. You know what's sad? That's an optional trainer. I did not mean to encounter that person. Okay, I'm gonna go get Thief. Okay, I'm gonna go get Thief. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do... I don't know. I've done a lot of Archipelago streams. I've hardly done any, like, no logic stuff. Well, I mean, even if you're not using Mega Rayquaza, the Zinnia fight is still easy. I've hardly had any... I don't think I've had a single run, even with first stage ice cream cones. I tried to pause. You saw me, right? I tried to pause to bring up the menu. So I could teach Thief. How's the run going? I am throwing hard. I am throwing this run very hard. I mean, the first time I lost to this person was kind of a misplay because I didn't have Thief. The second time, though, shame on me. Okay, teach Rock Tomb. Or not Rock Tomb, teach Thief. I think over low sweep, yeah, get rid of low sweep. I need to figure out how to disable that whole YouTube Jewels thing. Okay, let's get some revenge. Alright, so an hour into the run, and we've barely even started the cave here. I think this is on track for an A tier placement, if the rest of the run goes good. No, the jewels aren't... I don't think the jewels are like Twitch points. They don't do anything good. They just send those like stupid emotes. More ice cream. Yeah, you can customize what you can exchange Twitch points for. YouTube needs to have a similar thing. Like, jewels are just stupid. You know, they introduced a new item card in the TCG called Jumbo Ice Cream. Maybe the B tier because of the misplays? I think... I don't know, I think it'll catch up. Oh my god, Black Metal, are you just like on autopay or something? You're nuts. Oh, get myself substitute. Could come in handy. Yeah, I'm personally thinking A tier. Hey, at least I outspeed that Delphox. Jolteon uses quick attack even though it already outsped. Leftover substitute combo. Substitute isn't as great in this game. A good place where it could help you is against Malva to block Noble Roar, because that move is pretty annoying for some Pokemon, because it lowers both attack and special attack by one stage. It could help with Lysander to block Intimidate, but I mainly just got Substitute, like, just in case. Dude, I watch all your stuff daily. At least I can do. At least I try to. Yeah, I would have no idea, because 99% of the people who watch my stuff don't leave comments. But it's good to know there's always lurkers. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, this gym puzzle's annoying. Noble Roar's a sound move, it bypasses Substitute. Right. That's another reason Substitute kind of sucks in this game. It was generation... It was technically Gen 5 started the whole, like... Well, actually, no. Gen 5's fine. Gen 6 was the generation where Substitute got heavily nerfed. Because worst of all, in Oras, even if Substitute was obtainable, which it isn't because it's on a random Mirage Island, it does not block Curse. Meaning, for Phoebe in Oras, the best move to block Curse is actually Taunt. If you don't have Taunt, you just gotta one-shot and hope for the best. Yeah, black metal, I did see that. It wasn't that bad. Potion stalled out Reflect. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, I need to save frequently in here. I cannot wait for bulk up. I will also make sure to get Brick Break as well. It's a tiny bit out of the way, but it's not really. Because as soon as I get bulk up, I want to use Brick Break and bulk up and have my coverage be Rock Tomb and probably Thief. Okay, thankfully that Drudigan does not have Rough Skin. Could Payback help? Not really. Thief is actually better than Payback. Payback only has 50 power, 100 if you go second. But Thief is a consistent 60. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other rare candy here. Do we get Earthquake? No. Earthquake is only really useful for some of Malva's team. Okay, what the hell? Unk alert? Okay, I need to figure out how to disable these jewels. This is so stupid. There's gotta be a way to disable that. Because worst of all, in my restream chat, it doesn't automatically scroll down when those pop up, so I have to manually scroll it down. No, like, no, Eel, the whole bits thing, I don't think they cost money. I don't think they do. I haven't seen any revenue increase from them. I think they're just pointless. Rock Slide, Earthquake, Brick... Well, John, the problem with Earthquake and Rock Slide is very out of the way. You have to backtrack when you get Waterfall. And besides, it's only 10 power strong. It's only 15 power stronger than Rock Tomb. Plus, Rock Tomb is more accurate. So you may as well just keep using Rock Tomb, especially since you have bulk up. And second of all, Earthquake, you know the route before the building to the Victory Road? In the bottom left area, there's a giant boulder maze with a ton of trainers in it. And you have to do that entire maze just to get Earthquake. It is very much not worth getting. It's very out of the way. If I need ground coverage, I could use either Bulldoze or Dig. Yeah, Game Freak hated Earthquake, exactly. Well, not just that. Look in Gen 5. In Gen 5, Earthquake is in the postgame. Damn. Blue button. No, that's slower. Alright, I'm level 60, so I think it might be worth using candies right now. I think so, yeah. Because usually the part 2 of the Team Flare section can be difficult. So it's good to just use the candies a bit early. Rhyperior isn't bad. I do not understand the hate for Rhyperior. I actually like Rhyperior's design. But then someone like Scott will say, well, it looks nothing like the original Pokemon. May I introduce you to Gyarados? Well, Black Metal, it's because other people actually have jobs. And they don't have that kind of money. I never ask for it anyway. It's all 100% optional. I mean, yes, every now and then I'll mention like YouTube memberships, but I only do that like during streams if the topic comes up. Like if someone asks me how they can play my Mega Evolution backports, I will mention memberships. I work for my money, lol. Nah, you're a Nepo baby, we know it. Your dad probably runs I don't know. He's probably co-CEO of Meta or something. You're just rolling in cash. Raichu did not need an evolution. I hate Shauna in that scene. Oh, may I, we should stick together? Oh, and Caleb's like, sure, but stay close. And then she just stays behind, like a loser. Raichu needed an evolution, but we got Pichu. Come on, don't tell me you guys hate Pichu. Yeah, if she at least healed you, then stayed behind, I wouldn't be mad. At least she did something. Dude, I have no idea why the Team Flare highest levels have been level 48 since the literal Frost Cavern. These levels make no sense. Did I forget someone? Ah. 'Cause, 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 'C I enjoy watching your streams. Thanks, Black Metal. I appreciate that. Max Caliber was inspired by Godzilla. I wouldn't be surprised. Nah, Pichu's a cutie. We all know this. I don't want no Pichu haters. Yeah, Lily does so much more, even though every other time I play Moon, when she asks, like, oh, how do I look at my new outfit? I'm like, it's alright. And then she says, oh, come on, I'm trying hard here. And besides, the reason Pichu damages itself is because in the Pokedex, it literally states when it generates electricity, it hurts itself. This trio of friends are about as well written as a bowl of cereal. Unfortunately, yes. It kind of makes me upset that none of them are in Legend ZA. If they were in Legend ZA, maybe like 5 years older, like, I don't know, Trevor working at the lab with Mabel, or Tierno hosting like a dance studio or something. If they were in Legend ZA, they could have had a lot more like plot build onto them, and they actually would have been good characters. I'm amazed she didn't spray a repel in your face. Well, she needs those, okay? She can't just waste them. Okay, Brick Break is in here. Nope, not in here. Here. It's not that out of the way at all. Hop is the best rival? Shut up. No, he's not. Oh no, guys, I lost guts. Welcome back, John. Or you will be back, right. Ow. Oh, okay. How best rival? Not even close. I think Bianca and Charon are top tier rivals. Like, Charon actually tries to be like... Charon is essentially like a nicer version of Blue, except he's a know-it-all, and Bianca's more like Shauna. But at least Bianca's well written because she's got like daddy drama. Is Machamp a good Pokemon in your opinion? Yeah, it's effectively the best fighting type in Gen 1. I'd say followed up by Hitmonlee, but Hitmonlee's biggest problem is its lack of bulk. You know, if this wasn't a member run, I probably would have named this Pokemon Hiker. Wow. That is the first time I've ever been killed by Skydrop. That's embarrassing. I used all my rare candies and I still lost here. Well, Dominic, fun fact, in Black 2 and White 2, if you use the memory link feature to connect with another copy of Black and White 1 with a complete save file, you can actually fight Charon and Bianca just once in Black 2 and White 2 that actually have their original team. And even the correct starter, depending on what the state is of the game you connect it to. Maybe we needed substitute? Possibly, but I guess I am poisoned now, so this will block paralysis. I'm sorry, what? I had no idea static overrode another status condition. Dude, I had no idea. I thought me being poisoned made me immune to static, but no, it doesn't. I saw a video clip from a ROM hack where Hilbert and Hilda were actually at the nature reserve. Anyway, here's Bulk Up. Okay, Brick Break there. I think get rid of Return. Yeah, get rid of Return. Damn it. I need to find a better way of avoiding her. I do think Hugh is the best rival because I think he's pretty well written. It said on the LEGO site they're making the singing Jigglypuff with the marker. I know LEGO's been releasing a lot of Pokemon sets lately. They are extremely expensive though, oh my god. Not like a scalper price, literally the MSRP for those LEGO sets are just expensive. Yeah, I think I might have seen that episode, yeah. You know, Pokemon Center released their online queue earlier to like pre-order some 30th celebration stuff. I wasn't really like bothered into like trying my best to get one because I pre-ordered one through GameStop, but I decided to see if I could snag one for MSRP anyway just to try, and I knew for a fact that that set would probably be the most scalped Pokemon set of all time, even beating out like Ascended Heroes and Prismatic Evolutions, but it was so bad I couldn't even load the CAPTCHA to even enter the queue. I couldn't even do the CAPTCHA. Dang it. Fun fact, after that trainer, if you hold immediately up left and just hold it, you'll actually barely pass by that double battle. Two different Twitch bots. I'm pretty sure Saribot blocked them though. I was paralyzed? What? I did not know I was paralyzed. How long was I paralyzed? Well, I mean, with the whole, like, Pokemon card scalping thing, the, Nintendo actually has acknowledged directly they're aware of the concerns, but what's actually being done, I'm not so sure. Oops. Since I fought that Raichu. Mods are a thing on Twitch. I used to have someone who watched me on Twitch frequently, a guy named Crit Slash, but he hasn't watched me in quite a while. Yeah, someone needs to make a ROM hack of Kalos that has all the current Mega Evolutions in it, with ways to obtain the stones. That'd be pretty cool. Rock Tomb missed. I hope we outspeed Mega Gardevoir. Oh, shit. What's its speed? I can't remember what its speed is after it Mega Evolves. I remember during a recent X and Y playthrough, I got a ton of resets on her because I was one speed slower. That'd be a future project? Nah. No interest. Goes from 130 to 160. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to outspeed 100%. Make them all post-game only? Then what's the point? I hated the fact that in X and Y originally, there were very few Megas you had access to, and most of the Mega Stones were not only post-game, but here's another fun fact. The Agronite and the Tyranitarite are version exclusives. To my knowledge, you cannot get the other stone in the other game. You just can't. Oh, you were being sarcastic. Okay. I really do want to release my ROM hack, but I'd still need to finish, like, going over the movesets, and I've just been so lazy. Literally, like, making last-minute changes to the level up and the TM learn sets and making the Google spreadsheet is literally the very last thing I need to do, and I'm only, like, 30 Pokemon deep into it. It's just a lot of work to work on, and I'm just too lazy right now. Technically that marriage wouldn't work because canonically they are both, like, think, like, in the games, like, depending on, like, obviously what the player's gender is, they're technically one or the other have, they're the child of Birch. I mean, obviously, like, when you choose one or the other, only one of them is related to Professor Birch. But technically, there are universes where they're both related to Birch. Can I do a voice trailer for it? No. I originally thought of making, like, a trailer for it, but I don't think I will. Because I originally wanted to, because I know Shadow Stitch, for his Vanta Black ROM hack, he made a trailer for it. But he said, because of that trailer, the trailer got him a ton of views, a lot of people to join his Discord server. But, the problem is, like, all the people who subscribed to his channel never watched his other content, so his channel just got bloated for no reason. But to be fair, my channel is sort of bloated as well to that extent, because there was a time I did a lot of YouTube shorts. Nice, the Rock Tomb actually canceled the Dragon Dance boost. You know what? Take that, John. Alright, Malva. Like, if I wasn't so interested in that spreadsheet, I would just release it as is, but either way, I still need to double check the movesets. I should probably make it a goal for myself to, like, do, like, 4 of them a day or so, and then eventually it gets all done. Nah, it should be Team Sky. Alright, Wickstrom. Bulk up. Spikes, okay. Didn't use Torment, thankfully. Yeah, I was wondering if someone would get that reference. Okay, this guy's being very annoying. Oh my god, dude. Stop. Is that thing, like, lowering my attack or something? Dude, why is it doing so little damage? It was... How was Aegislash lowering my attack? Is that what King Shield does? Dazzling Gleam, Spikes, 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 Bulk Up, Dazzling Gleam. King Shield lowers your attack by 2. Oh my god. Alright, so during the King Shield turns, I need to use Rock Tomb. Or just spam Rock Tomb. That works. Okay, there we go. The answer was just spam Rock Tomb. Aegislash being Aegislash. Yeah, I used to think Wickstrom was a joke in the Elite Four, but I take it back. I think out of the whole Elite Four, I think Wickstrom is the hardest. Second place probably being Malva because of her very high speed. I think the easiest Elite Four member is probably Drosna. Her Pokemon just aren't really that great. I died there because of poison. Cybold can be tough if the Gyarados gets off a Dragon Dance. But I don't know, his Pokemon are very powerful special attackers. Okay, didn't get poisoned. I just got frickin' flinched. Honestly, I think I need Pecha Berry. Problem is, I don't think I have a Pecha Berry. Oh, dude, I really should have gotten one. Yeah, I'm gonna teach Return in the place of... Rock Tomb. The problem is, Poison is resisted by fighting. Yeah. Yeah, it needed return. Leftovers? Probably, yeah. Alright, I think this is a B tier placement. So I think B tier is 135 to 140. One bulk up, 2 bulk ups, return. Brick break. Brick break. Brick break. Thief. Return. 136.12. 9 resets, 7 blackouts. I think if it weren't for those 2 blackouts in the Frost Cavern because of me not teaching Thief, if it weren't for that, I think Machamp would have gotten low A tier. So I think with a more proper run, this thing would definitely be A tier. I don't think this would be S tier potential. No, Dominic, sub 30. S tier is sub 130. I'm not making a Mian Xiao emote. Yeah, this is B tier. I'll need to get the game time later. 136.12. Level 84 with 9 resets and 7 blackouts. I'm gonna put the game on a higher speed so I can get to the credits. Now the run where AZ steals your Floette. Right. How would you rate this mon for X and Y? B tier. But no, in all seriousness, it's a good Pokemon. The main disadvantage of this Pokemon is it can't really utilize Guts that well because of how difficult X and Y can be. If this was like Oras, I could definitely use Guts a lot more feasible. Oh, you guys are... Oh my god, that's a stupid game time. That's the game time. Alright, there we go. B tier. It got itself a spot 10 seconds slower than Clawitzer, but what is that? 29 seconds faster than Genesect. Machamp was kind of a letdown. Yeah, I think best case scenario, it would be like probably 133 material, so like low A tier. I think just this Pokemon's problem is not having bulk up until the end of the game. Like, it's so weird. Like, I think you guys can agree that fighting type Pokemon in X and Y are pretty good. But until you remember, bulk up is so late in the game. The only reason Mienshao is ranked this high is because it got Swords Dance. And looking at other fighting types, this thing had to use Focus Energy until Power Up Punch. Chestnut at least got Swords Dance. So honestly, this is the first time I ran a fighting type that had no Swords Dance, no Hone Claws, just Bulk Up. Oh yeah, its low speed isn't good too. I do kind of wonder, like, how bad would fighting types be in this game? Like, the fighting types where their only setup move is Bulk Up, not the ones that get Swords Dance. Like, I think if I were to play, like, what's an example? Primeape. If I were to play Primeape, Primeape would probably get a C tier because of that. Best Christmas gift. Sure, buddy. Alright, everybody. Let's go ahead and set up AZ's Floette. Where's Venusaur and Blastoise? I have not played those. If you're wondering why Charizard is in there, it's because Charizard was the first Pokemon I ever played in X and Y. I used to have a tradition where the first Pokemon I would play in a new game is Charizard. Where would Hitmonlee go? 100% E tier. Yeah, it gets Meditate, but Glass Cannons do not do great in X and Y. They are terrible in X and Y. Also, AZ's Floette has the exact same TMs and level up set as regular Floette. The only difference is they just shoved Light of Ruin at level 50. We'll need Hidden Power Fire. Okay. Let me bring up your notes. Hey guys, I found the Mega Stones. The notes are a bit outdated. Dude, you literally just gave me these notes like, what, 2 hours ago? Did you make an update since then? Oh, Dominic, I see your thing in here. There you go. I mean, I don't see, like, new notes. I used the ones from yesterday. If something's wrong with them, you can just let me know now. Yeah, AZ's Floette can be hacked into the game. Because the Pokemon still exists in the code of the game. Alright, so... Okay. Eternal Flower. Flower Veil or Symbiosis? I've been told... Let's see. Ability. Who cares? Both of them are equally worthless. Its hidden ability is Symbiosis. Also, our starting moves are literally Tackle and Vine Whip. Yeah, great start. What does Symbiosis do? I don't know what Flower Veil even does. Take a look. Flower Veil. It prevents Pokemon with this ability and its grass type. Prevents the Pokemon with this ability and its grass type allies from having their stats lowered. So essentially, Flower Veil does kind of act like Clear Body. Oh, with this ability, if it's a grass type. Wow, how freaking useless. Symbiosis. If it has a held item, immediately after a held item is consumed, it'll pass it on to that ally. Okay, yeah, they're both garbage. They both do completely nothing. Okay. Great to know. Fairy Wind is early at level 6. Yeah, a fairy type actually getting a fairy move by level up. How rare. Oh, shoot, my nature. That is not a good nature for Floette. Forgot to change its nature. Okay, what's a good nature for Floette? What's your nature suggestion? Rash nature, okay. Sadly, only Fairy Wind to level 46. There has to be a catch. There's always a catch. Yeah, it is a special attacker. I want my flower Pokemon a physical attacker as it can throw punches. What even is that supposed to be? Okay. I don't know how to make it into Pokemon terms. I don't know much Pokemon. Dude, you used to play it a lot. You and I literally played through Scarlet and Violet when it came out. And eventually we'll do Winds and Waves. Like, what do you mean you want a flower Pokemon that, like, throws punches? Like, what's that supposed to be? Yeah, as a kid. Well, I'm sure when Winds and Waves comes out, you and I will do a lot of refreshing, huh? Anyway. Yeah, there really isn't a flower Pokemon that throws punches. Yeah, Roseblade's my brother, yeah. Okay. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. This will be the last X and Y playthrough for at least several months. So this is what it looks like. Do Winds and Waves as a live stream? Absolutely not. I prefer to play Pokemon games offline casually, and besides, from what I've heard, if you ever try to stream yourself playing a new game, there are a lot of people that will come just to spoil everything or become very hard backseat gamers. No, yeah, I will not stream Winds and Waves, at least for my first playthrough. I did do Scarlet and Violet streams, but it was just for, like, Wi-Fi battles. Maybe I'll do Winds and Waves streams for Wi-Fi battles, but I think by that point, it would not surprise me if Winds and Waves doesn't have online battling and it's just, like, all in champions. I highly doubt that. I'm pretty confident there will still be online 6v6s in there. Because they literally cannot make a Pokemon game where you can't not battle your friends. Literally, Red and Green had that. Is that the flower the AZ had? Yeah, this is AZ's Floette. It's unobtainable in X and Y. The first game you could ever get it, the only game you can actually legitimately obtain this is Legend ZA. Which I have my AZ's Floette. It's currently in Pokemon Champions right now. I was using it for battles. Its name is Floette. It's not really a well-known Pokemon. Literally, the AZ's Floette is the only reason Floette is even known as a Pokemon. Because when people think of Floette, they don't think of the middle evolution fairy type. They think of the Pokemon that AZ has. Unless they link champions to it, like you open Winds and Waves, the online battle is in champions. I don't know. I highly doubt it. I think Winds and Waves will still have traditional battles. I think the reason they introduced champions is because I think Nintendo, or not Nintendo, I think Game Freak or the Pokemon Company want to actually control the specific rules of battle, not like leave it up to like individual tournaments, but they want to have like full control over the seasons. That's the reason they created it. I'm pretty sure they will still have online battles in the game itself. The only one I know is Swirlix. You don't know the other ones like Slurpuff, Swirlix. What's the one that evolves from Aromatisse? I don't remember. I hate Aromatisse. That Pokemon's garbage. Oh, I actually saw, John, I actually saw a post on X. I don't know how legitimate this post is, but apparently this will be a thing in official champions tournaments. They're actually going to ban people from playing on their phones. So if you show up to like a champions tournament, you have to bring your Switch. They won't allow you to play on mobile devices. From what I've heard, it's because if you play on a mobile device, you could theoretically tab out during the battle to do a damage calculation, which you cannot do on the Switch. So I think it's to prevent cheating. But it's kind of funny how like they release it on mobile and you can't even participate. It's kind of funny, but I think they're doing it to prevent cheating. It's also probably to make it easier to like capture video footage, because like when you actually see the tournaments, they're capturing the footage of the Switch through a capture card. You can't really do the same thing with mobile. Like, what if two players are facing each other on mobile? Dude, I wish regular Floette had Fairy Aura. That'd be so cool. Knowing your phone, it would record like 144p. Probably. Dude, I used to record old speedruns on an Amazon tablet screen mirroring to my Windows 10 laptop. Yeah, I am definitely excited that I won't have to play X and Y for quite a while. Because I got to do the Conquest streams. Then, once PSR 2026 is done, my run will be on August 15th. When that's done, I'll start doing the ORAS re-ranks. And then once the ORAS re-ranks are done, my skill in all the different Pokemon games I do solo run challenges in will be, all my skills will be equivalent. So I'll go back to the random runs. I'm excited about it. I am as well. I'm trying to think how I'm going to stream it for the first time. I think for remembering the route and making save states, I'll play the game on emulator. You know what would be really funny? Imagine if I did my Pokemon Conquest practice runs on Super Shucky. I could, actually. Will you do AZ Flood versus Fortress and Sun and Moon? No plans for that. The only Pokemon I'm doing in Moon right now are Kanto species. Literally, I'm in the middle of editing Sandslash versus Alolan Sandslash. Please, after everything, bring back OT's no logic randomizer runs. I do want to do some sort of stream tomorrow to like take a break from all the Pokemon stuff. I don't know if I'd want it to be an archipelago though. Because the main disadvantage with archipelagos are they aren't as like viewer friendly. They aren't as viewer friendly because a bunch of people have like no idea what's going on. I have not played Marowak or Alolan Marowak yet. No. Yeah, archipelagos do take a long time to complete, yeah. Yeah, archipelagos are great, don't get me wrong, but I think tomorrow I might actually do an OT no logic run. No logic randomizer. I did not deposit my HM users. It depends on the game and chance to find good items. Yeah. Oh, dude, damn it, I should have taught Razor Leaf. I get Magical Leaf 10 levels later. Magical Leaf's better. Have I played Beedrill and X? I have not. Well, I'll have to deposit my HM users in Camphor Town. What is that? An archipelago? John, I assume you know what an archipelago is. It's a Swampert working at McDonald's. We need a cherry berry for Grant. Oh, thank you for that reminder. I haven't really looked at the notes yet. Cherry berry, amulet coin. On Route 8, there's a hidden HP up behind the Ledge's Labyrinth. I know where it is. The reason I don't pick it up is because there's a black belt there with a Machamp, but he should be pretty easy. Oh, the game I was talking about tomorrow. Yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow I want to do an Ocarina of Time no logic randomizer. I haven't done those in a long time. I have done Ocarina of Time with Archipelago plenty of times recently, but Ocarina of Time through Archipelago is always done with glitchless logic, meaning the seeds are always beatable and you never have to use glitches, but no logic requires you to know glitches. And I know a lot more glitches than before. Man, can you imagine if I couldn't save scum for the cherry berry here? Dark types. Nope. Ice types. Nope. Fighting types. Nope. I only have a normal type, a normal flying type, and a fire type. Fairy types. Hey! Nice. It only took 4 tries. Or 3 tries, actually. No, it took 4 tries. I have seen Speed 2 Zelda before. It is a long stream. Depends on the goal. Normally, the goal I would do is, I would do like 7 out of 9 dungeon rewards. Takes you like 7 to 8 hours? Probably. I love to suggest fishing. Of course you do. I don't know, maybe either that or Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask combo. But the problem is, like, the last time I did a combo rando by myself, it took 16 hours. I had to spread it across 2 days. I'll probably do just pure OT. Why not the 50 plus items mod? I think it just makes the game unrecognizable. Like, it's cool that somebody did that. It's just cool to, like, see it, but having, like, that many items be in at once, I don't know, I feel like it just breaks the game too much and it just makes it not fun. I think what makes the game fun is doing a lot of different things with what items you have. Yeah, the mod was made for shits and giggles, basically. Did you ever speedrun Zelda or Ocarina of Time? No. It takes a lot of skill to do speedruns of Ocarina of Time. I mean, there's a lot of different categories, but I'd say the most basic category would probably be, probably defeat Ganon, no stale reference manipulation. That's probably like the default category. It's like the more older-fashioned Zelda game, you know, the one where you go to Kakariko to get a bottle, you go to Deku Tree, you wrong warp to Ganon's castle, then beat him. That's like the more traditional one. Could wish be useful? Better than Lucky Chant. But you know, no, I would probably do the Ocarina of Time randomizer on. I think I would make it through the official Ocarina of Time randomizer program. I'm probably not going to use the PC port because a lot of the glitches that I practice for that game are done on emulator, and I'm more used to emulator. So I would do it on there. I only really do Ship of Harkinian, the PC port, when doing Archipelagos. If you change your mind and want to do OTMM, just let me know, because I don't mind helping. You know what? Hold on, where the hell is the HP up over here? Escape rope. Huh. You know what? Would you be interested in helping me do a combo? Because if you and I worked the last time, like you and I did a combo together offline, beat it in like 10 hours. But it was an extraordinarily bad seed, though. Yeah, sure. All right, that's what we'll do. Nature power. I said ledge labyrinth. To be fair, I didn't exactly understand that. What is a ledge labyrinth? Oh, further up in the... Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. I'll try to remember that for the next time, and by next time, I mean months from now. What do you mean programming? There's already a software to do co-op combo randomizers. You may be wondering what is the difference between a combo randomizer with OT and MM and an Archipelago. Archipelago, you can combine Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but what an Archipelago is they're essentially played as completely separate games. Like one person plays MM, one plays OT, and items can go back and forth. What a combo randomizer is for the two is you can go back and forth between the games on one emulator. Basically, you would enter like the Happy Mask Salesman Shop or Clock Tower, and you can just go literally to the other game. Did I talk to the scientist? Yes. Yes, I did. I actually know you did, because if you don't talk to him, you literally can't go this way. Literally, the gate is actually blocked if you don't talk to the guy. Uh-oh. Nature power? Yeah, I'll teach that right away. Also, in this cave, I believe nature power is power gem, which doesn't help either of these guys. Roseblade, how... Do you know how to disable jewels? No? Oh. Literally someone earlier apparently redeemed jewels for a giant alert bell that said Unk Alert. Magical Leaf. Get rid of Vine Whip. For Grant, we want level 25. But after that, you gotta spend real money on more. Grant is so ass. Hey. Literally out of all the X and Y gym leaders, on average, Grant is actually the hardest. Light of Ruin is level 50. Because the thing is, his Amora almost always survives hits because of its good bulk, and it'll use Thunder Wave on you. And his Tyrant has the ability Strong Jaw, which makes its bite attack do a lot of damage, and if you're paralyzed, he could just bite and stomp flinch you to death. Roseblade, you're thinking of like a team of 6 perspective. Like, if you have a full team of 6, then Grant's probably not that bad. But if you're playing with just one Pokemon, he actually can cause problems. I think in this game, the top 3 hardest gym leaders are probably Grant at number 1, Viola at number 2, and probably Olympia at number 3. I have had some runs where Ramos was difficult, mainly because his Jumpluff is very, very fast and likes to use Leech Seed. Which, if you're only allowed to use one Pokemon, Leech Seed is a pretty bad move to have, because you're constantly losing health. Okay, at least Magical Leaf shouldn't make this that bad. I think Power Gem would make this... Okay, Thunder Wave. Yep, okay. Oh, great. Alright, I'm going to take that Blackout because I just got level 28 over a damage rounding threshold. So maybe it'll be good now. Cherry Berry. Oh. Shit. Okay. I accidentally pressed the A button. Oh boy, Energy Ball. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I need to teach Return. I may need to teach Return. Let's see. After defeating Grant, teach Return over Nature Power. Oh. Hey, Team Rocket getting carried away by Beware was so funny. Way better than the original blasting off again meme. Grab Soft Sand. Soft Sand. Oh, it's over there. That's an old note. Okay, so I guess I don't need it then. Did you watch the World Cup? No. I'm not a sports person, but I did tell Steve that, As soon as the football season starts back up, I was going to start paying more attention to the Seahawks. And maybe some other teams eventually. But from what I've heard from Steve, the US has already been out of the World Cup, but apparently Spain's been kicking ass. And I remember Ike was mentioning it, and I asked, hey, were people setting school buses on fire yet? And he's like, not yet, I'll look at the news in the morning. The Lions better win the Super Bowl. Dude, I remember when the Lions lost the, what was it, the semifinal playoffs, or it was somewhere during the playoffs. I remember during the playoffs last time, the Lions ended up losing. I don't remember who they were facing, but the Lions lost. They did the match on Thanksgiving, I believe. And then when I noticed the Lions lost, I sent a screenshot to D1 asking, hey D1, did you have a good Thanksgiving? And I sent him a screenshot of the score because he's a huge Lions fan, and he said no. I know that was mean, but it was so funny. You were pissed as well during Thanksgiving? I just sent that to him just to be a dick. Pedal Blizzard. Nah. That's not funny. Hey, it was so funny. I'm willing to bet, Dominic, if it was any other sports team I did that hit to him too, you would laugh. If it was any other sports team. So I sent him a screenshot of the score with the Lions losing, and I asked him if he had a great Thanksgiving, and he said no. Reteach nature power? Okay. And again, you're for potato country. But here's the other thing. The closest, you know what the closest NFL team to me is? The Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks. Oh, I don't like the Patriots. They're from the Northeast. That's why I don't like them. The only thing I know about the Patriots is that Tom Brady used to play on it. But I will say the team I hate the most is probably the Chiefs, followed by the 49ers. It's more like for personal reasons. I don't hate them because, like, oh, like, this player ain't good, their win history isn't great. No, it's personal reasons. Which I think is the reason most people hate particular sports teams. It's for personal reasons. The reason I don't like the Chiefs is because, like, throughout the last few years, anytime they would play in a match, the announcer guy, the stadium guy, would literally keep, like, having the camera pan towards Taylor Swift, who was in the audience, and essentially most of the people watching the Chiefs games were straight up Swifties, and I kind of took that out on the team. And I hate the 49ers because a couple of years ago, the Chiefs and the 49ers were in a Super Bowl, and I desperately wanted the 49ers to win because I hated the Chiefs. And they were ahead the entire game, and in the final 5 seconds of the fourth quarter, they lost. The Chiefs got a touchdown, and the Chiefs ended up winning by like 2 points. The 49ers were ahead the entire game and just let their whole lead slip. I was so mad at the 49ers because of that. Because on social media, everyone's like, oh my god, they won. Will Taylor get proposed to now? I like the dress you're in, cute. Yeah, I decided to change it up for the X and Y playthroughs. I would have done the same thing for Sun and Moon if it was obtainable. Yeah, I could have equipped the amulet coin. Whoops. Man, even though I don't have Fairy Aura, Fairy Wind's still pretty good. Dude, I remember during that, I think it was the Chiefs and the 49ers game. I remember someone said online that if the Chiefs lost, Taylor Swift would have broken up with Travis Kelce and she would have made a new breakup song over it, which honestly would not have surprised me. Super Bowl is essentially decided by a coin flip. I've heard that phrase before from people. I don't want to get, like, invested in all the, like, football drama about, like, oh, the referee caused the game to be a failure. I don't know, who knows? I might end up getting sucked into that stuff anyway, but eh. Alright, let me read ahead in these notes. Rival 2, Nature Powers Spam and Fairy 1 for Absol. Ramos, this one's tough. Nature Powers 2 hits Jump Bluff. 3 hits Go-Goat and needs Silk Scarf to Oko Weepin' Bell. To solve this fight, we need to use Wish and Protect. Protect. Where's Silk Scarf? I'm not really a fan of that Adam Ruins Everything show. I think it's stupid. I think that show's very stupid. Because that show is essentially just him acting like a smartass. In Coumarine City. I mean, but where in Coumarine City, though? Oh, Mythbusters was a great show. I remember they tried to relaunch it with new hosts after the original hosts retired. Adam and Jamie, when they retired. I remember they held a competition, little mini TV series where they would try to find the new ones. And I remember they eventually did find the new ones, but they hardly made any episodes of it. I think it's just because maybe their ratings weren't great. To be fair, though, I liked the show mainly also for their hosts as well. Alright, Protect. Do I delete Magical Leaf? I think yes. I just really liked the hosts. Oh, crud, I forgot Rock Smash. They actually split since they had a falling out. Oh, that's what happened. Well, I guess no matter what happened, they canceled they ended the show. I remember with the side hosts as well. I don't remember what their names were, but there was the white guy, the woman, and the Asian guy. I know the Asian guy, I know he's dead. I don't remember how long ago he died. Alright, so where's the Silk Scarf? The eel, where's the Silk Scarf? Yeah, I know you said in Coumarine, but I don't know where in Coumarine it is. You mean Grant? I think it was Grant. Using leftovers for the gym? Your notes literally say Silk Scarf. Or let me guess, that was the old route. It was old notes. Okay, but for the future though, where is the Silk Scarf in this town? Yeah, Grant's been dead for a long time. I think he died in the late 2010s. I remember that show, BattleBots. I thought it looked cool, but it just wasn't really for me. I mean, it was interesting to me when I was younger because I used to be in a robotics club. We actually competed in official tournaments where we had to like build robots and have them play a little game. Who knows, maybe after the stream I'll try to go on YouTube, see if I can find a video of one of our old matches. The small house north of the incense house. Oh no, it's Energy Ball here. Really? Dude, I had a feeling it was Energy Ball. So, are you saying I need Return instead? Sounds like Eel didn't route good enough, huh? My high school only had the robotics team for 2 years, then it got disbanded because the teacher who originally was our host, he moved to another city. So when he moved away, the team got disbanded. Both Eel and Axe, you are great. I wonder if I could use a tract for something. Alright, I think I need to have Return over Nature Power. At least Fairy Wind seems to do half. Good thing Fairy Wind's got a shitload of PP. Wish and Protect is a pretty good combo, surprisingly. There we go. That wasn't too bad. If I had deleted Wish, that would have been a lot worse. Alright, I'm gonna teach Nature Power again. And Lucky Egg. Oh, great. This actually, can I reload the wind? Does not look like I can, no. Dude, depending on where the wind goes, I literally cannot get the PP up that's here. Or sometimes the Charge Beam TM. I need to figure out how this wind gets manipulated. Okay. I need to reteach Return. Yeah, I need to teach Return in the place of Protect. Honestly, I'll keep Wish as a backup. I was the nerdy type of student in special ed who had cheerleaders falling for me. From the special ed class, huh? I was never in special ed. When I was in elementary school, though, I did have, like, some, like, after-school, like, assistance / tutoring, but not really the same. Misty. Oh, good news, guys. 3 more levels and we get Moonblast. And as soon as we get Moonblast, you could say, ooh, teach Light of Ruin. I'm not sure. I don't think we want Light of Ruin. The one problem with Light of Ruin is it does half of our damage in recoil. Not half our damage. It does half of the damage dealt in recoil. And with how low our HP is, and the fact we get Calm Mind at the 7th gym, I don't think it's worth having Light of Ruin. It was worth it with Mega Floette because of Fairy Aura, but I just don't think it's worth it. Unless we have room on the moveset, but I'm thinking my moveset is going to consist of Moonblast, Calm Mind, Nature Power, and my 4th move probably being Energy Ball. Dude, I love dodgeball, dude. One of the few things I missed about school was actually dodgeball. That game was so fun. Unfortunately, it's just viewed as a kid's game now. We do want Wish for some specific fights like Olympia. Oh, you mean Nature Power for Olympia or Wish? Oh, Moonblast. Oh, we want Light of Ruin. Okay. I mean, I guess grass coverage is pretty shit anyway. Hey Dominic, did you have that rule in dodgeball where if you caught the ball without it touching the ground, or if you got hit in the head, the opponent would be the one that's out? I remember that whole, yeah, the whole rule with like, if it hits your head, you cannot like intentionally have it hit your head by like trying to aim your head towards it. It has to be like clearly like unintentional. Energy Ball is way too late to be worth it. Although this is a backup peak. Ooh, the Sandstorm's gone. I wonder if the Sandstorm is always gone after you're done with this. I was the one to draw in the dodgeballs. Ah. The members of dodgeball is literally hitting balls by Lechigawag. I don't get it. Okay, so it looks like I am gonna have to skip that candy because I forgot Rock Smash. I could, you know what? I could just go back and get it. I'm gonna go get it. Dude, getting into the center of this map is so annoying. Being hit where it hurts the most. Yeah. I think I got hit there once. Really, 2 Pokemon in a row. You know, I don't know if my X and Y ROM is based on version 1.0, but in 1.0 of this game, if you saved your game at specific parts of Lumio City, your save file would actually get corrupted. It was so bad, Game Freak even acknowledged it happened. They released something on their website. Warning players, until you update your game directly via the internet, do not save the game anywhere in Lumio City. Do not save. Apparently within buildings was okay. Yeah, I'm gonna fight these trainers as well. Okay, let's see. Alright, Valerie. Your old notes say we're skipping the expert belt, but you said we are using expert belt. Alright, so Light of Ruin in the place of Return. Actually, could I just get rid of Wish? I can't really think of a spot where Wish is good, so I'm going to get rid of... let me read ahead in the notes. Yeah, I think I can afford to get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of Wish. Moonblast spam unless otherwise stated. Makes sense? So yeah, Light of Ruin is just going to be a last resort nuke. You know what? I'm going to temporarily turn move animations back on because I want to see what Light of Ruin looks like. Nice. Thankfully, Mirror Shot didn't lower my accuracy. Unfortunately, on the leaderboard in the tier list, I will not be able to show the actual AZ Floette because it's not in the official tier list software. I did make a suggestion to Scott to add it because I was the one who convinced him to add Mega Evolutions to it. So I think on my tier list, it'll temporarily just be a default Floette. I just realized Trevor's eyes turned into Ditto eyes in that cutscene. When you eventually do RS, I was hoping to see Primal Ground versus Primal Kyogre. No. The reason I say no is I banned myself in my Generation 6 solo runs, in Generation 7 to an extent, but they're in the post game anyway. I ban Mega Evolutions because I think it makes the game so unbelievably easy it would actually be boring. But you may be wondering, well, how come I allow Mega Evolutions in the Crystal backboards? It makes it interesting because that game is so reliant on held items like Leftovers and Quick Claw that it actually makes them interesting to play. Plus, I also get to backport moves that weren't even in that game, so it's actually also interesting in a technical aspect too, because we get to see how modern power creep plays in the older Johto games. What about the non-primals? I don't have plans for that. I'm only doing AZ's Floette here just because, I don't know, I think AZ's Floette might be my favorite Mega. I actually saw an X post that Pokemon Center pretty soon is going to have like some Mega Evolution plushes like Zeraora and Mega Lucario Z. If they add a Mega Floette plush and it's like $100, I am buying it. Alright, I want 3 Carbos and 6 Calcium. There's a Pokemon Park in Japan with an actual Pokemon Center. The only Pokemon Center in the entire United States, I believe, is in New York City. Whoops. Wait, what people hate on them? Oh, what's nature? Dude, nature power should have been Moonblast in here. Oh, fun fact, nature power becomes Moonblast on misty terrain. Either that or Dazzling Gleam, it's one of those two. Is that a Piplup on top of Lord Helix? Yup. And on top of it is a tiny Dragonite. Every now and then, I just change the animal plushes that are on there, and I don't say anything just to see if people notice. It might just be a reoccurring thing I do now. It'll look even better when I actually have an actual setup. Like, you can literally see my freaking bed behind me. Oh boy, Dazzling Gleam. Oh, you know the Pokemon TV YouTube channel has been doing a series of polls on the best water-type Pokemon in Gen 1 and Gen 2. And it was Quagsire versus Kingdra, and unfortunately, Kingdra won by 30 points. I am so disappointed. Boss KO, I know you're there. Put down a Quaghay in support of Quagsire not winning. Right. Just watch this. As soon as I said that, he's gonna mention it. I have the ability to summon him. Eel, I thought you were done. I thought you were Boss KO. Damn it. I need to go straight down when I do that. Oh, I better be careful here. Okay. Good thing I had the tactical nuke button. Damn it. You guys saw nothing. Save before Olympia. Also, we're using Light of Ruin only on the Slowking. Okay. Let me read ahead in these notes. In Route 15, there's a PP up. Whatever. I mean, 21 should be enough. Before Rival 4, grab Moon, Hidden Power Grant. Eel. If you're going to make changes to the notes, can you please update your original, like, text upload? I swore you said Hidden Power Fire. Want to see Light of Ruin animation? I already played it. I played it on the final trainer in the Lumiose gym, so if you want to see it, rewind it. I don't know how I posted a new one. What do you mean you don't know how? Like, you just re-upload the text file. Like, you're uploading them as a text file, so I assume you're making it on Notepad. You could just re-upload the file. You don't have to edit the old one, just upload the new one. I will always attempt to download or copy the newest copy of the notes. Or you could just label them, here are the new notes. And Google Docs, I don't want Eel wasting his Google Drive space. Oh, that was just great. I'm gonna make a save state just in case I didn't save. Okay, I saved. I already did? Not before the stream started. Literally, when I last looked, I grabbed the newest one was from yesterday. Okay, I think I need to use Try Attack on that Delphox. Then Light of Ruin. That's pretty cool. Also, before anyone yells at me to heal, that rival heals you. Also, since Floette's stats, even though it's AZ's Floette, which has better stats than a normal Floette, even then, its stats aren't as great, so I might consider... I'll probably use rare candies during the flare section again. I probably don't need to use them right away, simply just because a lot of the Pokemon in there are weak to fairy moves. Where's Psychic? I missed. And I'm asleep. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. We're skipping Psychic, it's too slow. Okay. And it feels like just recently we were just in here. Alright guys, so personal opinion. Where do you think we'll place in the tier list? I mean, Machamp was in the B tier. I think Floette will get the A tier. I think it will get sub 135. Alright, Team Flare. Oh, I should have taught Calm Mind. Hey Eel, your notes have a typo. Teach Calm Mind over Nature Power. Lysander 1. Use Nature Power on Pyroar. Yeah, a little bit of an error with that. We're getting the Pixie Plate on the other side of the river. I don't know where the Pixie Plate is, so you'll have to tell me where that is. Dude, that Fire Blast did like nothing. S tier? Okay, I kind of doubt S tier. I mean, we'll see. Like, I don't really know where most of the Arceus plates even are in this game. I know Axew made a held items guide in my X and Y channel in the Discord server, but I haven't studied on it in a while. It's in Pokemon Village. Oh, okay. Does it require waterfall? Yeah, in Gen 7 in the mall, you can buy most of the plates there. There are a few plates you cannot buy from that mall. You have to find naturally. Like, I think the Draco plate you cannot buy. You have to find it. And it doesn't spawn until after Nanu. I was thinking, like, if I ever played Arceus, I would need to know where they are, and I'd be stuck with the normal form. But apparently in Gen 7 only, the Z crystals actually can change Arceus' type. Luckily, no. Okay. I think I might be able to figure it out. There's a guide for the play locations. I literally have a post in my Sun and Moon channel in my Discord server that has all the type boosting held items and which is the easier one to get. There are a few of them where the plate is better. The number one example is actually the Zap plate, because the magnet is only on wild magnetons and nose passes. You cannot find the in the wild. You cannot find it as an item. So you actually have to get the plate. I'm gonna use my candies now. Just because, like, I just leveled up, so it was perfect. It was a perfect timing for it. I mean, I think most people didn't know Kyurem existed. It wasn't exactly publicly advertised. Right time. You caught a shiny Magmite at the school once? Nice. Remember to buy potions? Yeah, I'll check what potions I have. So yeah, I think I'll do the Pokemon Conquest practice runs on Super Shucky. I'll probably play it at like 2 times speed or something. And I'll make save states before some of the major fights. The problem is, though, there's 17 kingdoms. I can't really make 17 save states. But then again, the early kingdoms really... Oh, the early kingdoms don't really need practice because they are extraordinarily simple. It's the later ones I need to practice. Teach Calm Mind? Okay, yeah, I'll teach it... Over return. Nuke. Double nuke. Yeah, I'll teach it over return. No, Super Shocky can only have, I believe, 10 save states. The 0 through the 9 keys. Most emulators can only do 10 save states. You can technically make more save states, but you would have to, like, take them out of your save states folder and put in different ones. So you could theoretically have 17 save states, just not all at once. I've never played Pokemon Conquest. Well, you'll enjoy the streams. The game is criminally underrated. Like, it's a shame the game did not sell great. Like, believe it or not, the Pokemon Company actually acknowledged the game's existence. On the day Pokemon Conquest came out in it was either its US release date or its Japanese release date. I know its true birthday anniversary is in March, but that might be the Japanese release. Maybe June is the American release. This mon is getting more experience per level than a regular Floette should. Well, aren't all Floette forms in medium fast? I don't think AZ's Floette has a different growth rate. I missed. Okay. How old was I when let's see, Diamond and Pearl came out in 2006. I've got 16 hyper potions, I'm fine. What was it, like November 2006? I was 4 years old. I don't think I played Platinum until, like... No, it was 2007. I was 5. I don't think I played Pokemon Platinum for the first time till, like, probably 2010. You can actually say no. Maybe it's in the fast growth rate worth seeing after the stream. Oh, that might be interesting, because, during the backport, I made Mega Floette medium fast, because that's the growth rate of other Floettes. Well, that's all Floettes are in the fast group. I'll try and look at it during this cutscene. In 4 more years of my high school reunion. I don't think the high school I went to even does those. I mean, if it does somehow, then I'll go, sure. I mean, I am still somewhat up to date with some of my former classmates. I mean, 2 of them I'm, like, best friends with, and the other ones are people I've never really talked to much. But I follow them on Facebook. I know some of them have kids. Oh, it says Floette, Eternal, medium fast. I will say in the early game, it definitely felt like medium fast. Calm Mind. I keep forgetting to teach Calm Mind. I mean, I'm not going to need it for this specific fight, but I'll teach it. Okay, I've got to remember. What do you think I should get rid of? Probably return? Yeah, get rid of it. I don't know. I kind of want to keep return for the, what's it called? The cryogonal. Because I don't think Light of Ruin can one-shot it. Because its special defense is... Well, then again, I am level 80. Yeah. Honestly, there is a chance AZ Floette might be in the fast level up group. Maybe Scott's Solodex software is wrong. But then again, medium fast does end up becoming better the higher level you are. It can? I'll just trust you on that. Okay. Alright, over, return, and I might replace Nature Power with Hidden Power Fire, maybe. Nah. I hate those guys. Yeah, these people should have been in Legends ZK. Oh, check it out. Nature Power Moonblast. When I already had Moonblast on my set. Makes sense to me. We no longer need the Pixie Plate. We're that over-leveled. That's just how it works in X and Y sometimes. Honestly, yeah, our levels are getting so extreme at this point. I think I'm just going to hold leftovers. No. So yeah, if I'm going to be doing that combo randomizer with Roseblade tomorrow, we'll definitely need to start at a pretty early time. So yeah, tomorrow there will be a very early stream. So I'm sure you Europeans will be excited. Yeah, Black 2, White 2 added Hidden Grottos. OBS froze up again. The singular worst mechanic, hidden grottos. I absolutely agree with that. Dude, it was almost impossible to find wild Pokemon in those. Oh, I did this wrong. Shoot. There we go. Yeah, Moonblast one-shot it. Nice. $118. Alright, guys, so... do you think Eternal Flower Floette can get sub 130? Because usually, I think from beating Wolfric, going through the entire Victory Road with no resets, I'm out of repels, I did not notice. Oh my god, you were right. Normally going through the entirety of the lead or Victory Road with no resets usually takes like 4 minutes because the battles are very quick. You think it can? Alright, as long as I don't screw up. That's usually the big deciding factor in these, is whether I screw up or not. The Elite 3. Not yet. I hate how you can't surf on certain tiles. Also, on that little gray bridge, if you hug it on the left-hand side, not only will the trainer not see you, but there will be no wild Pokemon. If you hug the right side, a Fearow could jump down on you. Alright, I'm gonna skip the rare candy that's here. Yeah, this won't get first place for sure, because nothing's beating Excadrill's 122. It's gonna be a long time till something beats that. Oh, that was Energy Ball. Okay. I miss... dude, I've missed Light of Ruin so many times in this run. Like, for how accurate the move is, I missed a lot. Hey, Excadrill's goated. Shut up. You're just jealous that Mienshao got bumped to second place. I think the only one of the Elite 3 I'm worried about is, probably either the... I think the one with Snorlax, because I don't think Moonblast is going to one-shot that Snorlax. I might have to use Light of Ruin, but that thing has so much HP. If this was Gen 5, Mienshao would slaughter it. I don't think Shadow Stitch is here, but I'm pretty sure he's played both. Excadrill is just a very broken Pokemon. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I knew it. I knew Moonblast wouldn't kill. Dude, it's a good thing this run is ending really soon. My controller is at 9% battery life. What type of controller? Xbox One. I actually use a PUBG Battleground style controller. I bought it on eBay just because it looked cool. I don't use the Elite controller. I just use a regular controller. I don't like the D-pad on the Elite controllers. I did not need to keep spamming Light of Ruin. That was really risky. Daisy's Floette did not beat Excadrill. Noble Roar. Okay, I gotta use Calm Mind. Uh-oh. Alright, one more Calm Mind. Light of Ruin. Moonblast. Moonblast. Grozno will be a joke. I think in this run, yeah, but I'm probably gonna have to Light of Ruin the no, Moonblast will be fine. Okay, then never mind. But that's fine. I got a free Calm Mind out of it. But yeah, Wigstrom is coming up. I'm gonna want to teach Hidden Power Fire. I'll probably delete Light of Ruin. Nah, delete Nature Power. I can't give up on Light of Ruin. Oh, shoot, I should have Calm-Minded. At least I'm healing up with leftovers. Manity's not the only Pokemon to breed with a Ditto. Alright, one Calm Mind, sweep. Light of Ruin. 127.15. S tier. You know, I was considering at one point, I think if too many Pokemon got in the S tier, I might lower S tier to sub 125, but that might be a little too harsh. Just made it back. Seriously, John? Eel, I already used an elixir. Oh yeah, AZ's Floette felt really good to play. I mean, even Fairy Wind early on was actually pretty good. But I will say, though, I did have to use Wish and Protect on Ramos because Fairy Wind was just not doing enough damage. And Eel made the notes assuming Tri-Attack would have been Tri-Attack, or assuming Nature Power would have been Tri-Attack. But it wasn't Tri-Attack. It was actually Energy Ball. Wonder if it's considered from another owner. Yeah, he probably took it back. Let's fast forward these. 8 minutes and 57 seconds faster than Machamp. Alright, actually, I think what I'll do is, for now, I'm gonna mark it as Mega Floette. Alright, with a time of 1:27:15 at level 91 with 5 resets, 1 blackout. With a game time of 5:49. Yeah, that'll be Floette. Yeah, 4th place overall. Dude, it was 9 seconds slower than Delphox. But yeah, Mienshao and Excadrill are just in a league of their own. Okay, Mienshao is not booted to 3rd, dude. I think even without the blackout I had, this would not have beaten that. No way. What's the difference between Floette and AZ's Floette? Here, I'll show you. Ignore that picture, that's a bug. Light of Ruin at level 50. 20 more HP, 20 more attack, 20 more defense, 50 more special attack, 30 more special defense, 40 more speed. Oh, and here's another better difference. Let's compare the Eternal Flower Floette to Florges. Florges only has 1 extra stat point. AZ's Floette has 13 better special attack and 17 better speed, but Florges has better special defense, 1 point in defense, 4 point HP. Those are essentially irrelevant. The main difference with AZ's Floette and Florges has way more special defense, while AZ's Floette has more special attack and more speed. So yeah, this thing is just straight up better. Dude, if I were to... Hold on. If I were to have played Florges in X and Y... Oh, at least it would start with Moonblast. That's already an upgrade over AZ's Floette. A serious question. Do you guys think Floette could outperform Florges? Or Florges could outperform Floette? Because the main problem AZ's Floette had was it was stuck with Fairy Wind until level 46. This thing starts right away with Moonblast. And Petal Dance for Grant. It would also need to get Calm Mind as well, probably Hidden Power Fire. Yes. Oh, can we see the XP thing? Yeah. I mean, it says here regular Floette and AZ's Floette are medium fast, but this might be incorrect. Let's look this up. Medium fast. Yeah, I think they're all medium fast. If it was separate, it would have had a thing here. I mean, it makes sense, because, I don't know. So yeah, it does look like it's all medium fast. But anyway, Thank you all, Stember. I wanted to appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the X and Y runs. That'll be it for a while. But yeah, tomorrow, still it leveled up too fast. I can't... Well, Eel, I cannot edit a Pokemon's growth rate with PK Hacks. I have to use PK Hacks in order to do that. I literally cannot change its growth rate. Here, I'll look in PK Hacks right now. View. I don't know how to view growth rate. Floette, level 91 Rash, Eternal. I can see how much XP it has. 763,061. Let me get this to level 100. 1 million. This literally takes 1 million XP points. That is literally medium fast. So yeah, PK Hex does not lie. This Pokemon is in the medium fast group. I think the Lucky Egg just, like, skewed it. Plus, remember, medium fast becomes better the higher level you are. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by. What I do appreciate it. The next stream will be tomorrow, early in the morning. Me and Roseblade will do an Ocarina of Time / Majora's Mask co-op no logic randomizer. So he and I will both work together to beat the seed. And then the next stream after that, I don't know what day it'll be on, but we will do... start doing Pokemon Conquest practice streams.